Hey everyone, this is Jake, and I've been playing Lost Ark for past 2 days. Since I had a Founders Pack, I had early access, and I just reached the soft cap max level, which is level 50 today. And I unlocked all this like endgame stuff on the path now, so I have to go and work towards to it. But I just wanted to share my experience with it because the free-to version is coming out today. So maybe you guys are going to play this game. Maybe you want to know how I feel about this game so far after hitting max level, because I played this game for at least 30 hours or so. So I played for quite a long time. It's an MMO that I haven't played in a while. I haven't played a lot of MMO in the past, but I did spend a couple of my years with the MMO games. Like Destiny is not MMO, but I guess it's pretty much like an MMO, Dungeon Fighter Online, and Final Fantasy 14, and some other games. So I spent quite a bit of time with the MMO games in the past. Just the recent years I didn't have a dedication, ambitions, or interest in MMO games. But the Lost Ark is definitely sparked my interest. So I decided to jump in and really grind my teeth and play this game out. And so far I had a lot of fun. There's a couple problems with the game, like boring parts and stuff, but minus that, overall quality of the game, as someone who didn't spend any money, I think it was pretty good. So here's some positive points that I can give out for the game. I think gameplay, combat, at least class I was playing, which is a gunslinger, was a lot of fun. There was a lot of combos I can go through. It felt really good. Sound of the gun was really good, and for me, someone who really likes the gun, I really like the class. And this kind of steampunk kind of aspects are within this game, so it actually fits pretty well, and my character looked pretty cool. And it was a lot of fun using gunslinger skills and doing things. I'll definitely want to try out couple different characters because I think they look very interesting as well. But gameplay aspects, I think they're very good, and I think that's a universal agreement throughout a lot of different people. Another positive note I can say is, even though game is not really amazing graphic, I guess, it looks good enough, but I think details of the world is pretty good, and I think it is very apparent when it comes to dungeons as well. I think graphic might not stand up compared to a lot of games that will come out in the future and out right now, but ideas and creativity and details and design of these dungeons and the world itself is really cool and feels really fresh for me. Some of the stuff, yes, I've seen it before in the one package. I think they blend in pretty well and it's quite unique in that sense, and I really enjoy this game in terms of visual design so far. And optimization, I think, is very good. I'm not really using good PC. My graphic card is 2060, and I had no problem with running the game on the max setting. I think it's gonna run on a lot of potato PC as well, 1000 series or even lower than that. I think this game should run well on the medium setting of this computer as well, and they should look decent enough on those computers too. So yeah. So we talked about gameplay and some visual design, and I think soundtrack is also pretty good. And now let's talk about some negative stuff. Story, first of all, which should be a pretty important thing, but seems like it's not these days for a lot of games, especially games like MMO. And story itself is boring. It's not interesting at all. It's so predictable. I can literally close my eyes to listen to what character's saying, and I know exactly what's going to happen next, or vice versa. I can just not listen to anything they say, just look at all what's happening on the screen. I can tell what's going to happen next. So story itself is very boring, and if you find the story interesting, I'll be very surprised. Which leads to the next problem. A lot of quests happens within the game is very boring because of that. Since story is not interesting, you don't really care what those characters are going through most of the times. There's maybe like 1 or 2 NPC that's kind of interesting and story is kind of fun. And this tournament thing was kind of fun within this Asia region continent, but still it was boring. I hated fetch quests so much, but gameplay helped me up, so that's why I was managed to stay playing the game. But I think a lot of people are gonna quit halfway through just with all this fetch quest, going to one point to next point, going to one point to next point, and it's not that hard, of course, but if you can't stand up with that, you might not be able to reach the end. But there's not too much to talk about yet, because like I said, I just hit level 50, and endgame just started. I guess one negative points I could say is part of the character progression is spending a lot of time, and I guess I'm fine with spending a lot of time, but Lost Ark makes you spend your time on more of the explorations and more fetch quests. So they have this like a Korok seeds, that kind of thing throughout the world maps, and you have to collect those to get some extra stats for your shipments and stuff. So it is not fun. It is not fun, but you have to do it because it will give you extra permanent stats to your character, so it'll make your character much stronger. It will give you additional skill points so you can use more skills at the higher levels and unlock more passive skill for your skills. So you have to do those things. You can't be just having good gear. You can't even spend a lot of money. Like, you will be half of your character without all these extra things you have to do. And extra things, that was what I haven't been doing today since I hit level cap 50. And oh my god, it is a lot of stuff to do. And honestly, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. It's been a long time since I felt overwhelmed about the games, and there it is. There's just a lot of things you have to go through. But overall, if I have to sum it up, I think this game is a very good game for free to play as well. Because I think it's usual to have like a storage room kind of lacking, so you have to pay more to expand your storage. Maybe there's that option that just haven't carried to the game yet, but current storage, the basic one they give you, is more than enough. I don't think I really felt like I'm craving for more right now, and it's pretty rare. Like, I haven't felt like I got stuck in any point of the game when I was hitting level 50 that I have to spend money. I'm not saying a lot of games makes you do that, of course, but some games tend to kind of mess up with the storage rooms, and this game definitely did not do that. So there is that. And also, one thing I liked is you're able to just kind of dismantle your trash gears on the fly, so you don't have to worry about those gears stacking up your spots. Where there's some games that force you to kind of go to town to dismantle those gears, so you can have more rooms for your bags and stuff, but no, not in this game. So I like that aspect a bit. So there's a couple things like that makes game experience a lot better for me anyways. And like I said, I think this game is going to be a very good game for free to play, because time you spend is equally or even more value than the money you will spend in this game to trying to get stronger. So yeah, there's that. So far my experience is very good, and I think I really enjoyed this game so far. But it is really grindy. I think it is really grindy. It's like a classic MMO. It's not like some of those MMOs these days where they're trying to make it a little bit easier to give you less stress time. This game is, you have to play this game. You only have to play this game kind of level up grind time, especially at the beginning. I heard later you finish all these things, then you just have to do like daily dungeons and raid, and that's it. So you feel like you don't have much things to do. But as of right now, I'm really overwhelmed, and I just don't know what to do. There's a lot of stuff as well, so just trying to do a clear step by step, and I think a lot of you guys probably feel the same way. But if you enjoy the gameplay, I think this game should be a lot of fun for a while. But anyways, that is pretty much about kind of my experience with the game so far, with then hitting level cap 50 and scratching some of the end game contents. And hope you guys enjoy this video. Definitely talk about Lost Ark a little bit more within my channel, but hope you guys enjoy this game. It's finally coming out today for all the free to play players, or the people who didn't buy the Founders Pack. So yeah, enjoy this game. Have fun this weekend. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.